Okay, so you guys know that with White Lily Cookie Awakens update, we actually did get 2 new magic candies for Silverbell as well as Green Tea Mousse. And you know, I was in Korea and I wasn't able to really go in depth in these particular cookies reviews. So I wanted to go and do Silverbells today and then go into Green Tea Mousse because Green Tea Mousse is actually very interesting. Silverbell also is a very interesting cookie. But you know, we'll go into the details on it as we do the review. So as of right now, currently my Silverbell is 80, so I'm gonna go into leveling it up to level 90, and then we'll get the skill up to level 90 as well. And let's go into the magic candy. So I already made it up to +3 because of the you know, quest that allows you to get some extra light of true freedom by increasing the level of the magic candy. And we are going to go up to at least level 8 right over here because that is going to be the requirement for the last particular you know, mission that you guys have for, you know, the magic candy as well. And then we'll go into 10 and stuff like that and just kind of see the difference. But let's look at the skill that has changed. Verdant Chime is going to be the skill with the 15-second cooldown. So we do have the original one here, which is going to be the 15-second cooldown as well. And then we'll talk about this in a little bit too, but let's go into the details. So Silverbell flowers bless the nearby allies, healing them and increasing their grass type damage, debuff resist, and healing received. Gleamful Chimes target will be stunned and receive increased grass type damage. Alright, so the Gleeful Chime pollen damage is going to be 433.9% grass type damage now, and the healing is going to be 26.3%. We also are going to be receiving extra healing of 83.5% of attack. And then we also do have the grass type damage increased by 15% for 10 seconds, which also does stack up to 2 times, making it 30%. Debuff resist is going to be 13.5% times 2, so that's going to be 27%. And then healing is going to be 25% increase, but stack up to 2 times, making a total of 50 at max stack. And we also do have the stun of cookies of 1 second, and others is going to be 2, while we also do increase the grass type damage taken by enemies by 20% for 10 seconds, and that stacks up to 1 time. So you guys can see that it is going to be a very just straight up more you know, extra healing, extra debuff, extra, you know, buffs and stuff like that compared to what we had with the regular skill of Silverbell. Alright, and then if we go into the bottom, you guys can see the +10, +20, and +30. So +10 is going to increase the damage taken by enemies for the grass type by 25%. We have 30% at 20, and this also is going to allow you to increase the healing of Silverbell. And at +30, this is where it gets really interesting. Grass type damage taken by enemies +35%. Additional to that, we are going to be increasing the Gleeful Chimes max stack to 4 instead of 2. So you guys can see it's going to be 15 times 4, making it a total of 60%. 13.5 times 4, making it a total of 54%. And the healing is going to increase by 25% times 4, which is an additional 100%. All right, so it is going to be a very interesting type of, you know, I would say a buff that we have gotten with the magic candy. And I'm going to be very, very honest with you guys. Most likely, the thing that we're going to get for our Silverbell is going to be most likely be used for stuff like boss raids or, you know, boss challenges that we're gonna get, where specific elements are going to be the main focus. And you guys can tell by the way that they have kind of made the whole skill work, that is pretty much going to be the focus. But let's go into the actual, you know, kind of world exploration here real quick, and then we will kind of show you guys how the whole thing works as well. All right, here we go. So Silverbell right here. And you guys are going to be able to see that the auto heal or auto, you know, attack for Silverbell is going to be the same old healing. All right, and here we go. We're going to use the skill here real quick. So you're going to be able to see the damage down, which is damage resist increase, as well as debuff resist. We got the grass type damage up. We got the grass type damage up onto the enemies. And then this is going to be not HP healing, actually. This is actually going to be the healing increase. So the icon is there. The localization, I guess, it's just a little bit messed up right there, but you're going to be able to see that this increases by 2 times, and then the damage resist is going to be from the original skill right here, stacking up to 3 times for the damage resist. Alright, so we're going to deal some damage. You're going to be able to see that the stun is going to be immune, obviously, but we are doing a little bit more damage because of the fact that we do have the grass type damage up onto the enemy. Alright, so that is going to be there. So Silverbell, again, is most likely going to be used for those particular bosses where you are going to be able to deal elemental damage and going to be focusing on that particular element. For us, it's going to be grass type, you know, mixing and matching with someone like White Lily, because you guys know that White Lily's rally buff is also going to be increasing the damage for grass type, and then also going to be increasing the damage resist as well whenever the grass type cookie uses their skill. Alright, that's gonna stack up to 2 times, allowing the grass type damage to increase by 40%, damage resist by 15%, and then also going to be increasing more because Silverbell also does have that grass type damage increase, and also enemies taking more damage. So going to be looking forward to more like, you know, PvE type of content where grass type is going to be more widely used, most likely for something like, you know, these kind of soft raid rumble. Right now we don't really use it because grass type element is not really the quote-unquote meta. We have different metas right now with the electricity comp, but whenever like boss rushes and stuff like that comes out, grass type is going to be used, and most likely Silverbell will be there. All right, but we're going to the arena. Obviously the arena is going to not be a place that's going to be very friendly for any of our epic cookies, especially when they are going to be supports and going to take a bunch of damage. So we'll go ahead and replace someone like Shadow Milk, and then we will put in the buff for White Lily, and then we will go into, you know, putting in some more damage resist for our particular Silverbell, so that Silverbell doesn't just explode right away. Obviously, you know, you're gonna see that Silverbell is gonna either way kind of explode if they have a Shadow Milk, if they have any other cookies, but we'll just go with it and just kind of show you guys. Someone who's as squishy as someone like Silverbell is not gonna really survive inside of the arena. All right, so we're gonna take the shackle here, and then boom. Oh, Silverbell actually did survive, kinda. Very, very, very short, brief time. But, you know, you guys were able to see that, you know, our Silverbell was not able to use skill properly and kind of died out. And then with it, we are lacking one particular, like either a healer or a damage dealer and things like that. So it's probably gonna be a very, very rough one here for us to win. Our White Lily's gonna die, and then our Hollyberry is also gonna die. So you guys were able to see classic. The thing for epic cookies right now, it's just very, very hard, and you can see we did do a little bit of that healing, 2.5 million, which is from the auto attack, as well as probably the heal from the skill, but we died right away, so we didn't even do any damage here. But, you know, again, I feel like Silverbell not gonna survive inside of the arena, but whenever you guys get up to that plus 30, and then we do more towards you know, PvE content where grass element is gonna be used, Silverbell will be the best grass support in order to, you know, do more damage, in order to increase more damage, in order to get more of those healings, and then all those buffs and debuffs as well. So I would personally say, you know, obviously get it up to plus 8, because you guys are gonna be able to see in the mission. The mission right over here is going to be plus 8 for the last one. So you want to do that. All right, if you guys are able to. You have 9 days, or technically 10 days still at the time of this recording, to go and do that. It's not going to take very long, but it is going to be recommended so that you guys max out on the particular, you know, I would say rewards that you're able to get. But it is not going to be any rush as of right now. I would say you guys are able to use Silverbell if you are using someone like White Lily for PvE. If you're focusing on getting some more extra healing, if you're focusing on getting some more damage resist, and then you're focusing on getting more of those grass type elements, debuffs, and stuff like that, then not a bad idea. If you like Silverbell and you guys want to use Silverbell. You also do know that if you guys enter the battle with Mercurial Knight, it also activates that Silver Knighthood effect, which, you know, it kind of works. But it's not really that great. It is gonna be that White Lily does get some extra HP and damage resist, and Elder Fairy does get extra HP. But, you know, it's just not gonna be something very significant unless you're using it for PvE only. So that's pretty much what I got for you guys for Silverbell. Again, I do have high hopes once more content focused on grass element does come out. But as of right now, at the time of the, you know, events that we have going on, not gonna be something that you need to really highly focus on. You just gotta go and just level up to plus 8 so that you guys do max out on the rewards. And then, yeah, we will go into reviewing Green Team Moose later down the line as well with another video. But thanks for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video.